responsible for that one.
Okay.
For new song.
Oh.
也许这是我写给你的最后一首歌。
I see.
Yeah.
Oh, do you still remember like which year exactly you joined the company?
Since I was born.
Yeah.
The first memory that I had was, of course, running around Monchan when it was still in Kuantan, counting the gemstones to learn math, and I was serving customers, children, play with them, and I served them, you don't know because you're too young. So there was those glass bottles, F&N,
Oh, wow.
and was serving the customers. I still remember that the very first business idea that I gave to my father was to play Christmas song during Christmas, which was rejected because he said the customers won't be able to hear the conversation.
Okay, so you've been based in Singapore.
Yes, correct. So I went through the entire educational system from secondary school to junior college to university, and then building my own business there from scratch as well.
Business, which you want to talk about?
Of course, it's jewelry, so it's e-clarity. Yes, I built that 20 years ago, and we actually won Young Entrepreneur Award, and our brand also won 3 consecutive years. Number 1, voted by Singapore Brides. Yeah, so that is a business that specializes in customization of wedding jewelry.
How different do you think it is to run your own business and taking over handling the family business?
It is similar in terms that the industry is the same, but it is extremely different because when it is my own business, I was very hands-on. I probably do not have a big team to work together. Every department is one person. Given that my company is rather small, so we have maybe 1 or 2 marketeer, 1 or 2 accounts, 1 or 2 production. Whereas in Malaysia, you see people working together, right? So of course there's one big difference, decision making. So when you are a small company, I always say that it's like a speedboat.
Okay.
You go very fast. You change direction anytime. But being a big company, you're a cruise. You don't change direction that easily, but you are also very stable. You can withstand storms, snow, and all that. Whereas speedboat, you probably would be impacted a little bit more. So the way partners see you, being a company with years of reputation, and of course with a scalable size, partners see you as desirable, right? People want to work with you. But when you are small, you need people to see your value. That's something that you probably need to prove yourself a little bit harder. Many more, but these are the 3 main ones.
So which side would you prefer?
There wouldn't be a preference. I think they build on each other. In my case, I am so glad that for 20 years I was sort of given the freedom to explore and to really learn the hard way to build the business from scratch, because that is when I really know every segment of the business in detail. And also secondly, also gives me a lot of confidence when I'm back leading a bigger team, because there are so many things that I was hands-on before, so it was easier to understand the challenges, and also to understand the advantage that they have, because I felt it before and I feel the difference now.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So correct me if I'm wrong, you have a degree in computer science and JIA diploma as well. So have you always
很高兴认识你哦。
我录声啊。
OK， 差不多有75%。
中文他跟我讲了，你基本上就text我了 WhatsApp， 我那边朋友有号码的啦。
好了。
You always know that you wanted to be in the industry since?
No, so I went through computer science in National University of Singapore. I then actually worked for the bank, Citibank, in Singapore. I also worked for M1, which is very similar to your Cellcom, because I was a computer science person. But I was a humanities student. I was very into Chinese performing arts.
Okay.
I actually won the first prize in National Chinese Essay Writing Competition.
Oh.
I also won the first prize in Chinese poem recital.
Okay.
So I was very humanity based, but given the exposure to computer science, it gives me some logic to my brain.
Yeah.
When you look at the leaves falling, you don't get emotional, but you actually think, okay, it's going to rain. Entrepreneurial at heart. So I tried a few businesses. For example, I imported Manuka honey from Australia before. For example, I imported nail stickers from Japan before, and it did rather okay. So I know that I want to do something. I like to create a brand. I need to be producing all the time. So and I did a master's in counseling also because since young I had a brother who later passed on. He has mental development delay. So I was always curious about what was in his mind, and the counseling helped me to understand human nature. So it allows me to bring positivity to help people around me. So all in all, computer science gave me logic. Counseling psychology allows me to have more empathy. GIA is so important. That's a technical knowledge. So I think it builds onto each other, and I think it kind of builds me for who I am today. No one great yet, but it helped me in every part of my work today. Our family conversation is all about Watran. Your dim sum conversation, phone call. Without Watran, we don't know what else to talk about. So that's with me all along. When I graduated officially, I did not work for Watran. I worked for MNCs, and then I started my business. And then I only got active in and out of Watran. For example, Facebook, Instagram, I got involved, and then I'm out. And then, but now I think what it dawns upon me is that I think I'm mature enough at this point, and I also think that you want to feel that you are able to contribute. So with that 20 plus 3 years of experience, I wouldn't say the company is fantastic. So I wouldn't say transform or something, because the word transformation, I think you need to use it very cautiously. It almost sounds like the company has some problem, right? No, the company does not have a problem. But what is my unique proposition to the company? So I feel that my unique proposition to the company is I have an authentic authority. I can add a face to the brand, a voice to the brand, right? You humanize the company. So I feel that that's what I can do. That's what I am used to do, and I can tell you first-hand information about what happened to my grandfather, my grandmother, right? So I think I'm there connecting the dots. Yeah.
What do you think is the biggest lesson that your parents and your grandparents have ever taught you?
I didn't have a lot of time with my grandparents. But with my parents, they taught me so much. As a couple, they are like power couple, if you were to use today's term. Okay. Since I was young, I attended jewelry exhibition with them, and I know how they work. Right, my dad is very kind, and my mom give for discount and all that, right? But she's louder. My dad is quieter. They work so well together, and no matter what happened at home, when they are outside, they sing praises to each other. What is the greatest lesson is the foundation of the family is very important. the strength of couplehood is very important. You can't choose your parents, but you can choose your spouse. So choose your spouse very carefully, right? Secondly is my dad doesn't see work as work. It's his hobby. You like to sing, he likes to watch movies, someone likes to dance, he likes to work. So he is so happy that he gets to work. I have not achieved that yet. I mean, work is not my hobby yet. I mean, I kind of enjoy talking about it, but I need to switch off sometimes. This sky is the limit. When I was young, my dad asked me, "What do you want to be?" I say, "I want to be a psychologist." And then he said, "Why don't you try to be the first female prime minister of Malaysia?" Oh, serious. You know, so when he set the bar that high, you don't have any limitation to your own imagination, because whatever that you achieve below, there's still some more to achieve, right? Unique. Okay, so there are many awesome jewelry companies in Malaysia. I don't know if you know what Huachan is. You know now?
What's the name of your...
Yeah, okay. So I think I have successfully humanized this. Yeah, so I feel that that is the uniqueness. It is so aligned with the whole company's direction, product line. Hua is grandfather, Chan is grandmother. Put their names together, form a company selling jewelry, raising 8 children. So they didn't form the company wanting to be rich, just so that the 8 children are around.
Be watching.
Coming in knowing my unique proposition, which is to tell the story, humanize the brand. We started to have collaboration with brands with similar synergy. So private events, and we run it very often to brands who believe in us and we believe in them. You can see win-win situation. For example, we work with the private client of the banks, cars like Maserati. During the private event, we share more in depth about how to choose a diamond, when to buy gold, how to choose gemstones. And then we have some fashion runway, and then we have our jewelry sale. So that's something that I think has been implemented and has been running. Because recently we just celebrated our 70th anniversary. Maybe Huachan will be a little bit more held back last time, just because it's a very practical company. We're very into giving you best value and all that. The celebration, the telling stories were not something that was the highlight. So I think me coming in is really to run this concurrently. And this is because we have the luxury of having 2 separate good teams. Right? One team can continue to run the core while we test different things. We also launched a new collection, which is Love Infinity. Love Infinity is different from usual Huachan collection, which is to weigh the gold, to see the carat size, GIA diamond. It's a collection with the intention of gifting. The gift boxes is very unique, and every color represents a blessing. So red is for passion, white is for harmony, diamond for love, gold for abundance, green for health. So you want to say thank you to someone, but you don't know how to say it, we say it for you. You buy the one that's green, you gift it to someone you want to say thanks to. So with a meaningful card, a meaningful box, that's when I think we have done our part, adding this special layer to Huachan.
Do you see any changes in Malaysian consumers, the buying pattern?
Over the 20 years, customers are now more price sensitive, like because it's both ways. They're willing to spend more, but they are also very educated. Like research is easy, right? On your Instagram, on your TikTok, on everywhere. It's, you will do your good research and comparison and and you find the best value. The hybrid of online, offline, we toggle with you. Personalization is very important. Like you buy something, you say, can you engrave? Yes, you can engrave something. You then say, okay, I will buy, right? If I even add another layer, not only you can engrave your own handwriting. That's even more interesting. Community, right? All your influences, the trust goes on slightly different from before, which is my brother bought from you, my sister bought from you, so I buy from you. Now it's the influencer A and B and C and D all buy from you, so I buy from you. So the community has enlarged from your family to what happens on your feed. Right. Of course, people are also crazy over gold pieces now. Because of the increasing gold prices.
Okay.
That has attracted a lot of attention. That if I start buying now, 20 years later, another surge, I will be making big money. So that is of course welcome as well. But at the same time, diamond is also interesting, gemstone is also interesting. So we do have all three.
So do you see a huge difference in your millennial or your Gen Z consumer
compared to the older ones? The foundation is the same. Why do you buy jewelry? You buy jewelry to express love, right? Husband buy for wife, children buy for parents, parents buy for children. I think that has not changed. Whether you are the boomers, like my children like to say, "Mommy, you are such a boomer," or you are the 6'7", right? The younger ones, when he talks about love, it's also loving themselves. Now the older ones doesn't have this line. I'm willing to spend a lot for myself, right? The older ones, like me, I will spend for my family, but I will not spend for myself. So the foundation is the same, it's love. You just need to know who they love to kind of pivot the design collection, the marketing angle a little bit differently.
Leadership challenge.
This leadership challenge in Huatang, I would say it's my father. Now, but I see it. He is very respectable, very kind. I have a lot to learn from him. Mentally, we are two different people. We are not only from different generations, we are different genders. We have different backgrounds. Even our first language is different. Moments that I feel that I need to compromise certain decisions to make sure that is what he likes. There are times when I make decision knowing that it's not what he likes, but then I regret, like, I didn't take care of how he feels. Just add layers to your leadership. Being second gen, right? How do you manage your first gen? And the first lesson that I like to share with you is don't assume you are correct. As a second generation, don't assume you are correct, because they didn't get to where they are just like that. At this age, I probably then have the maturity to be a reasonable second gen. Imagine if I came in as a 25. When you have gone through your own ups and downs, little successes and failures, you know that it is respectable.
So is it like usually your online sales is more of a lower value products, or
we did, let's say for example, in some private event, we did a silent auction.
Oh, okay.
So silent auction means that you also look at the picture, you place the bid, and if you're the highest bid, you will have to buy it, right? So is that online as well? I think we started with a 5,000 piece all the way to a 1 million piece. So are we limiting ourselves to the lower value item? No, we're not. Are we stepping in aggressively? No, we're not. But we're testing it in opportunity like that. For example, this Love Infinity is only available in selected Huatang outlets. For people who have no access to Infinity, what can they do? Order online. But what we do is when you order online, you get to meet Firdaus in person. So we arrange a session where you can meet and greet Firdaus. Firdaus personally angry for you. Yeah. So we do little things like that to also test how much you would go for online orders, because this collection also starts from 4,009 all the way to 100 over 1,000.
What is your life motto?
You have to burn ships. Like for example, someone who is hardworking, talented, you usually have many ships, many options. Sometimes you learn to burn all of them and just leave one. So you have no choice. That's the only ship you can cross back to the island. Climb the ladder, always check what is on top of the wall. Don't climb the wrong ladder. For example, today you say, I can cook very well. Let me start a restaurant, right? Because I can cook very well, so you're stepping on your ladder. But what is on top of the ladder is waking up at 4 a.m., cooking, washing, Is that the wall you want to climb? So check the wall before you climb the ladder. I would say that what is important to me is, you know how people always say that you have to be more charitable. And the word charitable always means donating money, pack lunch boxes, clean up elderly's house. And I feel that I hope I can bring positivity to the world, like happiness to the world. Whenever you can, just say good job, well done. Thank you very much for standing there watching me. Thank you very much for accompanying me. So I think this will be the little things that each and every one of us, and you won't imagine how charitable this can be, more than money.
Want to tell me about your favorite author or your favorite book?
I don't have one favorite. I guess I am permanently on Blinkist. When you drive, when you brush your teeth, when you change, when you put on your makeup, I always recommend Surrounded by Idiots.
I love that.
Yeah. On relationship, I think that like 5 love languages, it's also good. Attach is also good.
Piece of advice you would tell your younger self
would be allow myself to be wrong sometimes, because I didn't allow myself to be wrong. So I always need to be correct. Now that means 2 things. Number 1 is you have very high expectation of yourself. Number 2, when you're really wrong, you try to defend yourself because you do not allow yourself to be wrong. And also you have high expectation of others, because the more I care for you, the more I don't want you to be wrong. So sorry, I was wrong. I didn't make a good decision. I made it so hard for you. I am wrong. And I will correct it. Yeah.
That's all from you. Anything else you want to tell me?
Don't read the books, which you read already. Attach, have you read?
Attach? I didn't think so.
Okay, go read that book. It's relationship. It's so important that we have a grounded relationship before we female here. The men are not listening.
As usual.
Yeah, we know. Ended up we have 1, 2, 3, 4 women looking at me, right? I love this, right? So I think it's so important that you have a grounded relationship, have a grounded family, and then you can pursue your dream and pursue your work. Thank you. Sorry, are you a red? I'm a born green, turned red.
Oh, this is like very different.
Yeah.
Useful.
And what about you?
I'm a red.
Yeah, red blue.
More red.
More red than blue. Good. Result oriented. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you.